Hey guys, KangaskKid18 here, and after a long news drought, we finally got some Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon news that shows that maybe, just maybe, this will actually be an awesome game that rivals or exceeds the original Sun and Moon experience. We got to see cool new bad guys, or at least I'm assuming they're bad guys. They're called the Ultra Recon Squad, who live in Ultra Megalopolis, which, now that I'm saying it, can't actually be the real name of that place, right? Nope, yeah, that's what they're going with. Alright, Ultra Megalopolis, where people sit around all day twiddling their mustaches or something. Look, I'm not here to analyze the trailer. I'm here to talk about our brand new Ultra Beast, starting with UB Burst, this kind of weird clown-looking thing. I speculated on the Twitch chat that this thing would be Fire Fairy type, mostly because of its colors and the fact that its head thing explodes. Sounds logical, so of course Game Freak revealed that this thing would be Fire Ghost type, despite looking absolutely nothing like a ghost. And I would say it's too bad that we won't be getting to see that unique type combination, except that, oh wait, we totally will, because there's a secret island hidden underneath a cloud in the Alola map that's totally gonna be like volcanic or something that's gonna have its own Tapu, and that Tapu's gonna be Fire Fairy. You know, just saying. Anyway, with its myriad of colors, UB Burst is certainly going to receive an interesting shiny, so let's get down to some shiny speculation. First off, because UB Burst kind of looks like a clown, I decided to give it a totally grayscale shiny, kind of like it's a French mime or something, which I think looks awesome and unique, and I'd love to see this, but maybe it needs a little color, so let's give UB Burst its yellow bits back, except turn them more of a golden color. Still pretty cool, but I think it could go a totally different direction. You see, UB Burst is clearly based off a firework, right? And what's more firework than a warm July evening with the smell of independence on the air and hot dogs sizzling on the grill as we send explosives into the sky to show what it really means to be red, white, and blue. Sorry, I kind of got carried away there, but it still looks awesome. And it wouldn't be the first time that Game Freak had a Pokemon that paid some kind of tribute to the United States, so hey, it could happen. But let's keep the speculation train moving here. Even though UB Burst is an Ultra Beast, at some point it's going to receive a Pokemon name. Like UB Beauty is actually Pheromosa, and UB Absorption is actually Buzzswole. So for this thing, I'm gonna name it, I don't know, Clown Around. Or how about something to do more with a firework ghost, like Polterblast? Dang, this is actually pretty hard. I'm sticking with Clown Around. I actually really like that name. Moving on, we got the pile of bricks known as UB Assembly. And of the two new Ultra Beasts revealed last month, this one is my preference. I don't know why, because I just know this thing is going to be another Staller like Celesteela, but it looks kind of cool with the moving blocks and the eyes and everything. And like UB Burst, I thought this thing was going to get a unique typing and become our first ever rock ghost type. Because, I don't know, it just looks totally possessed. But nope, it's just a rock steel type, because it's not like we've never seen that type combination before. Anyway, on to the shinies. So I thought UB Assembly could go a couple of ways. First off, I think it looks kind of like a pyramid, and back in the day, the pyramids were covered in a limestone casing, making them look blindingly bright and beautiful for miles around. So I decided to take that color scheme and apply it to UB Assembly, turning it from dull and gray to bright white with golden highlights. And while I think this looks cool, I find it pretty unlikely. Instead, how about we turn those stones into a deep brick red color, and maybe make the eyes and highlights a cool electric green, which I think looks awesome, but might be just a little too high concept for a shiny. So how about instead we take UB Assembly and make it a dark gray color, almost black, and then make the eyes and highlights a blazing purple. Not only is this shiny nice and simple, but it looks really cool, and it's something that I'd love to see in battle. Now on to potential names. Because this thing is meant to be totally stalwart, I'm gonna give it a good, strong sounding name. How about Brickadil? No, that's not quite right. How about Barrior? Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Barrior. And lastly, we've got the brand new Ultra Beast, UB Adhesive. Out of every Ultra Beast we know about, UB Adhesive is by far my favorite, probably because it's the one that looks least like an Ultra Beast. If this thing had been revealed as a new mythical Pokemon, I wouldn't have batted an eye. In fact, I've only got one grievance with it. That'd be its typing. I mean, really? Just poison type? Even if it were a poison type, this thing is just itching for a unique type combination. How about Poison Fairy? Or even better, how about Poison Psychic? Even Poison Dragon would have been great. And yeah, before you start typing in the comments section, I know Dragalge is a thing, but don't we deserve something that's just a little more dragon-like? Anyway, onto the shiny. So the first thing I thought of when I saw UB Adhesive was that the whole thing would turn various shades of gold. And it's not the first time Game Freak designed a shiny like this. Shiny Hoopa has got this very motif going on, but it seems just a little lacking here. So how about we take the head and body and make them more of a red color, which looks really good, but now I think it looks a little too much like Iron Man, which is okay, but I think this shiny could take a page from a totally different fictional character, and this one's a bit random. When I saw UB Adhesive, it reminded me of a character from the Flintstones called called the Great Gazoo. He's this little green alien with unparalleled magic powers that causes shenanigans in the town of Bedrock. And I have no idea why our little purple Ultra Beast reminded me of this awful excuse for a cartoon character, but I was thinking this shiny would look really good in green, or specifically dark green and light green with nice golden eyes, which I think looks super cool and would definitely love to own one in game if possible. But I have a sneaking suspicion that I may be way off on this shiny. Anyway, on to potential names for this guy. How about Syringe? Crap, that really only works if it's a psychic type. Talk about your wasted opportunity. Okay, instead we could go with Noxiosa. You see how I did that? Acting like I didn't just spend the last hour coming up with that terrible excuse for a Pokemon name. Anyway, moving on. I think it's super cool that Game Freak is taking the bold step of giving us all new Pokemon halfway through a generation. And honestly, it makes me super hyped for what's to come in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But there's one thing that's got me totally unhyped. The Shiny Lock. To date, every single Ultra Beast in the Pokemon games has been coded so that it's impossible to be shiny. And granted, we've only got one game with Ultra Beast to go by, but so far I see no indication that things have changed. Oh well, maybe these various Ultra wormholes will lead to places where other legendaries can be shiny hunted. At least, a guy can dream. Anyway guys, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be coming out in a little over a month. At that time, I'll be doing an all-shiny playthrough of the game, so keep an eye out for that. And as always guys, we are gonna see you on the next Shiny.